Hey everybody, it's going to be weird. I am at Studio C, which means right now I am at my cabin up north. So this will be kind of a weird kind of a pre-flight. It's going to be kind of a short one, probably. Throughput will be kind of challenging as well. But thank you all for being here. I'm glad to see everybody show up in the chat. I'm glad a lot of you were here early. I appreciate that as well. So we've got Roger the Shrubber here, Mike Beat, Darius Munchausen. What's up, Darius? Dexidoodle is saying hello to RC from the NYC, all the way from New Zealand, so that's kind of cool. Um, Angry Vader, what's up, my friend? We've got just another red shirt. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a moderator amongst many other things that you do, including being a modrotic over there for Gary. So that's pretty awesome. The Islington girl, hello, and hail, travelers. Hail to you. It's good to see you. Let's see, Godzillionaire. What's up, Godzillionaire? And Philip Demick is here. I just missed that. There's Philip. Hey, what's up? Hugh Photographer. Hail, my friends. Hopefully you didn't have to wait too long. I know I was late. I apologize. Mea culpa. But hopefully, can you guys hear me? I'm just curious. I'm hoping so. I'm looking, scrolling through the chat. Let's see. Lots of you are here. Oh my goodness. And thank you for the super sticker, Android Scanner. I appreciate the $1.49 super sticker. Let's see. Everybody, can you hear me? I think everybody can hear me. So let's see. Beesman is here. Karen Prime is here. Excellent. Excellent. Keely Chow, Mirasphere's Origins. Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Keck44, as I mentioned. Matt G, of course. Thank you, Matt G. Thank you, Brightest Day, and Lasso of Truth. Like I said this morning, it's great to see you, so thanks for being here. All right, let's do this. Let's see. Is the chat back? We're going to have some throughput issues, so I may have to go off camera from time to time. That's okay. Well, let's start out with what we're pretty sure everybody's going to be talking about, of course, and that's going to be the Falcon and Winter Soldier. How many of you have actually been watching this show? Because I already knew what it was going to be. So I had very little interest in the program because I knew what was going to happen and I knew where everything would end up. And of course, today we had an article written, of course, as kind of it's spoilery. It's spoilery. I mentioned it today on the 6 Minute Daily. It's here. It is. Of course, from Deadline, the Falcon and Winter Soldier season finale. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Um, and obviously who the power broker is. But the biggest problem with this show is that it just wasn't very good. It wasn't. It wasn't very engaging, and I am. I know I'm not speaking out of turn. I think a lot of you have also agreed with that same idea. I have a feeling everybody's going to be talking about it this weekend. I know for a fact that it'll be talked about not only on Friday Night Tights, of course, but also on Mary Mayhem's Patreon stream, which I believe is later today as well. So we have, like I said, we have no one to blame but the writers and the weak-minded people over at Disney that have accepted this as something that they're willing to continue to produce. The question is, will there be a season two? I think that's a question that a lot of people will be asking here shortly, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no. I think they saw what this show did. I think they saw when it fell off a cliff. I think they saw that it lost viewership, and right now it's not generating them the interest in the form of subscribers as I think they were hoping for. But I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see, no interest. Yeah, just watched the finale of Woke Soldier an hour ago. Well, Lord Thoth, yeah, exactly. Exactly. I have not watched it and don't care. Well, many of us are in that same boat, so there you are. Of course, Matt G with a $5 super chat says last night Cecil left the Jack show to do a solo stream, where he then watched the Jack show, who were watching him watch them. Cecil said he was in exile. Okay. Cecil's a weird dude, man. I love him to pieces. He's bananas. I love it. Let's see what else. RC says I'm behind on the show. Only saw episode one. Well, RC, about the middle to the last part of the second episode, everything about this show becomes more in your face. And they're constantly trying to remind you about the ethnicity of the characters. They the I'm going to this is not a spoiler, but I'm just going to say the fight scenes were disappointing in the season finale. And I will also say that again, and I'm going off of based on just what's out there. Let's just put it in those terms. We also have oh, well, you watched it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Disney Plus is, like you said, if I didn't get it for free, I wouldn't be watching it. So it is what it is there. Um, Good to see you, Rob. Good to see you. Rob's showing up everywhere. Willie Woodward, what the f is up with the Cecil guy? Well, he's a good guy. I love him. He's great. The Jack Show was copyright claimed by the BBC. How? Why? How bizarre. I figured out I can get Mortal Kombat on Amazon Prime, so I can actually watch a new movie. I'm excited. That's cool. The Islington girl. Actually, we're going to get into Mortal Kombat in a minute because I guarantee they're going to talk about it. But this show sets you up to be disappointed from the very beginning. It failed in so many different ways, as I said this morning in the 6 Minute Daily, because it abandoned two characters just by producing the show. The show was an opportunity, and it's an opportunity lost, I think is probably the best way to describe it. Now, you could definitely go out and find this article and read the spoilers if you would like to, if you're so inclined. But I don't know. I don't think it's worth your time even to do that. But that's just my opinion. And yeah, it is anti-American. Almost everything is now, and Disney's okay with that because they no longer are a family company. I'm saying it out loud now. They're no longer a family company. You lose value across the board with Disney, including American values. They don't. They're too tied into China. They're too tied into um, so many other things. They just are, and it's terribly frustrating. Terribly frustrating indeed. Of course, we also have, as I said, a Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat got its own version of things, kind of interspersed with what would have been a really good story. I have not yet watched it, so I'm not certain what my takeaway is going to be. So, and I won't make a final judgment on it or a review or anything about it going forward. That wouldn't be fair. I know a lot of you are interested in seeing it. I think there's an opportunity to see some really good stuff, and I am definitely looking forward to that. So. I just want to make sure I'm not like stuttering or anything, and the show's going okay so far, guys. So, somebody shoot me a thumbs up or something and let me know that this is kind of working. That would be good. Um, the show had flashes of good show. The other 50 minutes per episode was awful. Yeah, and I've heard similar. I've heard similar. Um, let's see. Yep. Lord Thoth, I don't know. I'm not going to give anybody investment advice. I'm just not. I will say that I will say that across the board, Disney's losing value. And I don't think anybody. It's the major investors don't care, and the right now the stock just is sitting at a pretty decent high. So it's really hard to say. But I won't give you investment advice. I really won't. And the megacorps do see themselves as global. Ironcaster, you're 100% correct. And they should care about individual countries because they're uh, they're bound by the laws of the United States when they operate. But at the same time, they're also responsible to their stockholders to produce profit. This is where investors need to start taking them to task because they're going against their very own brand, their very well established family brand. It's hard to argue that they're a family oriented company anymore. But that's neither here nor there, I guess. Let's see. Um, what's going on, Commander Ed Trakers? Good to see you. Cecil passed out. Well, he always does that. He always does that. Yeah, and I think a lot of people are going to agree with you, Ironcaster. Hey, it's good to see you, Zachrod. Um, pleasantly surprised with Mortal Kombat. Excellent. I've been hearing some good things, and I was hoping for a lot. The trailer looked amazing to me. I was very excited for it because I loved the special effects. The CGI looked very, very good. Plus, you're going to get to see a lot of really good fights from what I'm to understand. So I'm very excited to see. I guarantee you that many of the people on the panel for FNT, if not all of them, and many folks in the chat will have already seen the movie by the time FNT airs here in a couple of hours. So I'm very much looking forward to FNT tonight. I think it's going to be great. Speaking of Mortal Kombat, one of the actors say they cut his favorite fight scene, so I'm a little bummed. I imagine you're going to see extended cuts of the film, the director's cuts, and so on and so forth. I mean, that's going to be all the rage going forward because it's another way to get interest in a film, especially for a streaming service. You can say, "Oh wow," and just 6 months later, we're releasing the director's cut of this film, and it's got all this new footage because they don't have a lot of I mean, all of these streaming services are playing catch up with original stuff. I mean, they're collecting all their back catalog, right? Like Disney's getting theirs, Warner Brothers collecting theirs, and they're no longer licensing those shows to the other streaming services like Netflix and Amazon, right? So I'm sure they're still going to negotiate some deals here and there, but it's not going to be like what it was, which is why Netflix is going to spend like $14 billion or something um, here in the coming year to produce content. And you're going to see numbers like that going forward from Disney, Amazon, from HBO Max. You're going to see a lot of money spent on original programming because they have to differentiate themselves from the other parties. And um, obviously, I mean, stuff like the day and date release of Mortal Kombat was probably pretty good. Probably pretty good. So. Jack Bauer says, "Culture Casino in the Marvel world, the USA already accepted Rhodes the Iron Patriot. Yeah, absolutely, as not just the president's got bodyguard, but more than that. But I agree with you, Jack Bauer. You're not wrong, and I think that's an Arrow avatar. That's pretty cool. Um, but yeah, what I don't understand is why they have to keep going back to his ethnicity every episode. It seems very silly to me. What else do we have? Oh, Runner's in the chat. What's up, Runner? And thank you to all the wrenches out there running everything. I really appreciate it. Philip says CCP rewards people for turning family members in. Yeah. Governor of Cali and Disney have started doing the same. Absolutely. Absolutely. We are allowing corporate culture to devolve into this type of stuff. And one of the ways to vote out of it is to stop giving them money. The corporations, for whatever reason, because of some literature that's out there in the world, think that you're just going to eventually accept their woke garbage. And they're this is happening across the board in everything. I mean, from D&D and similar science fiction, fantasy, you name it, everything that's pop culture, everything that's supposedly studious and education based, and everything is being not just infiltrated by this trash, these horrible human beings who are attempting to destroy civilization, because that's what they're doing. I mean, they're trying uh, to get to one government. Which, first of all, if just as an observation, somebody who's lived on this planet a long time now, um, government isn't good for you. But again, I got off on something I never do, which is politics on this. So let's move forward. I apologize for that, guys. Let's see. Sven had something to say about Mortal Kombat. You didn't enjoy it. Well, that's a shame. But there were mixed opinions about the first two films. I mean, Annihilation was not very good, but the original film back in '93, I want to say '94, somewhere in there. I thought that was a pretty good film. I enjoyed it. I really did. And I'm looking forward to more video games too. Apollo Patriot. Um, oh, and Lady Tariel's here. I didn't see that. Hey, Lady Tariel. The Islington girl says my expectations are realistic. I think on MK. I'm here for the fatalities, and I will stay for the plot. Yeah. No, absolutely. I think it's going to be. Look, some of the fight stuff looked amazing, and Sub Zero's a cool character. And it's a pretty even split, 50-50 good and bad guys. You know, and we'll have to see. And Mike Beat says it properly. Yeah, we instead of having legitimate cord cutting, right, and being able to step away and stream everything that's good and that we want to enjoy, um, we've gone back to cable cutting, which which is crap. Excuse me, not cable cutting, cable company. Sorry. um, uh, we're back to paying for expensive packages because if you have four, five, six streaming services, I mean, your bill's ridiculous. Plus, you're paying for an internet service bill to get that delivered to you, and without stuttering, especially in 4K or 1080p, requires 4 megabits minimum. I'm having trouble up where I am now getting my upstream to work out, but we're having some fluctuations in service, and I apologize for that. But I am better lit here, as you can see. A lot more light because the lights are like right here. But yeah, I think you're right, Mike. I think we're going back to cable with a lot of extra steps in order to get HBO Max and similar stuff. Absolutely. Let's see. Let's see. What's up, Biggles? Does Mortal Kombat have a plot outside of fight to save your worlds? Not one that I know of. Not one that I know of. Um, I'm trying to think what else there could be there. So, and holy cow, Biggles! Thank you, my man. Biggles Mets, $25 super chat. Thanks, my man. I didn't even mean to gloss over this. I was just saying hi to everybody. Thank you for being here, buddy, and thank you for this. How goes the show? Well, it just got started because I was late, and I'm never late. By the way, that I hate being late, guys. I was struggling with getting this computer set up here because I brought a whole other desktop up here. Not my one of the older ones I used to stream on, and I might leave it up here. It just might be easier, so I'm not having to cart it up, set it up each and every time. So yeah, there's no denying that, Rob, as far as Disney goes. So let's see where we're at. Sorry, I'm skipping around, but thank you again for that, Biggles. I appreciate the $25 super chat, friend. Uh, 16-bit mascot? No. Um, very much no. At least comic book characters from other places having different skin tones has happened for a very long time. And they I guess Black Panther they tried to make tout as like leading character or whatever, but there have been other opportunities and other times, other creations. It's very frustrating. Sol Leibowitz, the agent of the star, says on Winter Soldier they have to refer to race every episode because that's all they have. It is. You okay? So I made a video this week called "Story is Everything," or essentially that. I mean, I'm paraphrasing the title, but it is the most important thing. You can put a bunch of crap in your story, but your story has to be good. You can't boil everybody down to their immutables. I mean, and I feel like a broken record because I say this all the time, but with Falcon and Winter Soldier, everybody's there is their immutables, you know. And I mean, you guys can only fight guys, girls can only fight girls in their limited view world. They think about how myopic their view of everything is. And because of that myopic approach and their look at the world, their perception, um, not only are they limited, I mean, and it creates intellectual limitations as well simultaneously, but they can never get beyond those things. So they lack the very diversity that they are looking for because all they focus on is race, which makes them a racist, right? Anyway, good to see you, Dad Man Walking. Thanks for rolling here, my friend. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Baron Zemo is here. What's up? Bounty Hunter Network. Hey, fellers, will hail to you. Hmm. If human nature was wonderful, centralized government would be too. Turnoculus B is not wrong. Uh, oh, you just bullied the hubby into subscribing. Going to get CC to 2K. Well, thank you, Dexy Doodle. I appreciate that very, very much. We're closing in on it. Over 1900. I couldn't believe it. I'm chasing down Lorena. Although, guys, May 1st, if you're a subscriber for Lorena Creole, that's going to be a celebration stream, and I just think she's going to be wearing a cheerleader outfit, so that might be intriguing. So there you go. Yeah, again, I mean that's not the way it's supposed to be. Their government's supposed to work for the people, but we're not going to get into the too much of the politics such stuff. Anyway, thank you, Lady Toriel. Like I said, thanks for being here. I appreciate you being here. Um, we did a lot of political stuff and a lot of fun stuff last night over on Comics' channel. So, and I'm trying to avoid politics now. I'm pretty much going to tap out of politics for the most part for a little bit, other than the stuff that shows up in our pop culture. To be honest with you, and again, to answer this question, Biggles, I can't expect that there would be one different than that. So, and Sub Zero is very cool. Yeah, not just because of obvious reasons, Mike B. Uh, Someone clip culture saying expensive packages. Yeah. There you go, your opportunity again. This is actually a pretty good observation. I think you're going to have the two winners, which we already know. It's Netflix and Amazon. Amazon can afford to spend money all day long on content, so there's that. Um, Third and fourth place are going to be the second tier, and that'll be probably HBO Max and Disney or a Disney package, I should say, because I have a feeling eventually they're going to roll ESPN and Hulu and Disney Plus all into one thing because it's really hard doing what they're doing and to make it work. So, oh, they definitely brought us back to the cable formula. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, I'm way behind you guys. I apologize. Um, Dark Shadow Logan says something that I think a lot of us have kind of tipped towards, tilted towards, started to adopt. Is I watch YouTube and I have physical media converted to streaming format on my Plex server. There you go. I don't use streaming services of any kind anymore. And with what's been happening out in the world, people are finding alternate ways to see the newer programming anyway. And through legal means in many cases. So I just don't. I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know what the. I don't know what the I don't know what they're hoping for because eventually people are going to continue to share passwords in their households and their families. So you're not going to get all those people subbed on. I mean, Netflix is actually, I don't know if you guys know this. It's a story I covered like Wednesday or Thursday. Netflix is actually doing another crackdown on password sharing. So to try to limit the number of people that are watching on a given account. Well, they sell a package as like 4 screens or 6 screens or whatever when they sell you your subscription, your monthly fee. And I don't know how they're going to get around that. I mean, in one household, you can have people that travel or people that are stationed somewhere for a period of time that don't live in the same household, so they won't have the same IP. You can have families, with kids, college kids, prep school kids that are living out of state and yet they still share the same account with their family. So I don't know. I don't know to what end that'll be. Um, Maybe they'll lock it to a certain number of devices, like Sony did for a while, and maybe continues to do. I don't know, but we'll see. Without spoiling it, the plot isn't much thicker than what you said about saving the world. Yeah, I wouldn't expect it to be. Um, Yeah, Captain Robert April. I heard this as well, and I heard it was pretty good though. And so again, I know for a fact they're going to talk about Mortal Kombat, going to talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I think they're going to talk about The Witcher. I think they're going to talk about The Witcher. I think they're going to mention the fact that he's going to be third fiddle at best um, in the show. I mean, it's what I've been hearing. Gary said on his live stream a couple days ago, he did an evening live stream, which was kind of a treat. He said that he thinks that there's going to be um, turning The Witcher into a babysitter. Right? I would have to agree. Would have to agree. So um, let's see. Um, yeah. Barack Dermis. Yeah. They're losers is a strong word, but I think they're finding their way back to the pack instead of being a leader. They don't lead in anything. They don't lead in creation. They don't create anything anymore. And here's the thing with these shows, like the one that we were talking about, this thing, Falcon and Winter Soldier, they're just going to pull material from this point forward from the new comics that people have walked away from, that people have stepped away from. So they're going to say or defend this by saying, well, it's in the comic books. It's in the new comic books that were trash, and that everybody stopped buying from 2004 to 2014, and then nobody bought from 2014 on, unless you were a hardcore collector or you were following a storyline. I mean, that's the truth. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. But yeah, I mean, Disney controls a bunch of great IPs. You'd think they would have years and years and years of material. So, hey there, Nerium. It's good to see you. Really good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, you better get to drawing. Get to drawing. Um, Yvonne Solomon, the whole Smag Flashers arc was way underdeveloped, and I didn't care about them at all. Well, that's the problem again. You can't, if you're not writing a good story and you're focusing on immutables or all of this identity politics or any of this other stuff, how can you tell a good story? Because you're too busy bowing down to all of these different new, well, guys, okay, it's a religion. They're bowing to new idols. They're bowing to pronouns. They're bowing to ethnicity. They're bowing to these things. How can you possibly tell a good story if all you do is bow down to these idols? You can't. Again, it is what it is. But are you doing the cheerleader stream? If you no, 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 I'm not going to do a cheerleader stream. No, I might do giveaways for 2K. I don't know. I haven't thought about it, but no, I'm not going to dress up. Sometimes I will don a puppet or something and do that, but no, 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 no. I might do something special for 5K. We'll see. I've heard that it would be great to see in a theater, Dad Man Walking. So there you are. Yeah. Yeah, Keck is like, please, no, Culture Casino, no cheerleader outfit stream. No, I won't do that. But Lorena is, so you can check that out. Let's see, we got what's going on, Rajesh? It's good to see you, my friend. I hope things are going to start getting back to closer to normal for you guys. Man, those lockdowns suck. But it's good to see you, my friend. It really is. Expensive weighing. Comic Stream was on fire last night. That was a lot of fun. Thank you guys all for participating in that. Hopefully, we can keep the weighing and the moist weighing thing going over on Friday Night Tights and Friday Night Frolics, and we can start dragging some of these funny things around that'll make the chat blow by and the Google moderators cry. Because they've been blocking links, guys. I mean, as a moderator on other people's channels, I'm trying to put links to the people who are on the panel. And I took some well, I should say I took video of it happening in real time where I'd post a link for somebody on the panel, which I'm supposed to be able to do as a moderator, and a Google moderator would take it down for no reason. It wasn't offensive, didn't say anything bad, and we're on a stream that's marked for adults anyway, 18 plus. It's kind of odd. More censorship. They want us to be able to use more bad words on these things, by the way. They've loosened up some of the reins when it comes to that on live streams and videos. But hey, it is what it is. They've rolled some stuff in together, yes. There is a bundle, there are bundles available. Some people have found themselves bundled on some stuff, but yeah, it's not quite that high. But I wouldn't even bother, to be honest with you. Let's see. How are me and Fat Steven going to dress for Lorena's celebration stream? I don't know. I really don't know. I might wear my Nerdrotic T-shirt. Um, I might wear Machini's Machini shirt for Mary Mayhem, although it's not Lorena. I'm trying to figure out what could I possibly do for Lorena's celebration stream. I'll have to think about that, Dad Man Walking. Think about that. Oh, look at this. Rajesh is testing out PeerTube at the moment with a virtual server. Not sure how much processing power and bandwidth I'll need to live stream. That's the poll with YouTube, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Odyssey started doing live streaming. You have to have a certain amount of their credits, their tokens, I guess, or whatnot. You have to have a stack, so much stacks of whatever. And I'm thinking, I can build up more stacks. I can live stream there. Let's see what happens. So, oh my goodness, low spec Linux laptop says, um, Google Mods took down Good Morning on Valkyrie's stream this morning. Yeah, they're definitely trolling Lasso of Truth. They definitely are. Oh wow, you're working on a research paper. Excellent, Willie. Oh no, absolutely, my friend. I'll take a look at it for sure. You know how to get stuff to me. Also, I think we need to have a meeting real quick. I'm almost at the end of the rope of that research we were talking about. Um, I have no idea, Lasso of Truth, especially when it's like simple stuff, stuff that is allowed via TOS. So I don't know. What's up, that 70s rock fan? Moist weighing will be a long tradition. I hope that's true. I hope that's true. Yeah, I always wear a polo shirt of some sort. But hey, sometimes I wear a t-shirt. So, ooh, 007, I would love to do that. I don't think I have a white tuxedo jacket anymore. Go look for that. Not exactly. Not exactly, but when you pay attention to numbers and stocks and things like that, and I mean, there's a pattern to a lot of numbers in a lot of different fields. So it's pretty easy to break down. Oh, a bear dog stream? Absolutely. I'll have to get like a pillow that he can sit on my desk for 2K. Bear dog would be good for 2K. I think you're right, Dixie Doodle. I think you're right. Yeah, they're taking away the links from campaigns from Indiegogo, which is also, from what I'm to understand, inside the terms service. Unless that changed, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because I like to support everybody. I don't know if you guys notice that, but I like to support everybody, and I love art. So I love to support the great artists that we have in our community and in Comicsgate and elsewhere. We have a lot of people that make a lot of great stuff. Whether they're hanging a you know fandom menace tag or not, whether they're wearing a CG tag or not, we have a lot of independent creators that I love to support. You'll see them. I'll put their links if they're all going to be on the panel. They'll get their links for their projects. They'll get their links for their channel. Everything. I'm all about promoting other people. You have to be. That's how we all grow, and it's how we grow beyond the cultural wasteland that Hollywood and the media entities, well, and the news entities. Well, I guess they're all the same, aren't they? They are. Um, that's the thing that we often forget. The media companies control everything now, including the news media, which is why you no longer get news. You don't get news and facts, and even the fact checkers are being disingenuous. You know, um, it just is what it is. And they don't even fact check the things that are outright lies that are being told in the news media. They only fact check things that might have a small inconsistency or a small bit of hyperbole. That's not fact checking. Yeah. Bear Dog is love, Aluvrian Imakara. You're 100% right. He is. He actually traveled with me too. So let's see, what else do we have? So, like I said, I think we're going to see conversations about The Witcher. We're going to see conversations about because that's going to come up in Q4 of this year. Oops, and the stream got better. Wow, the stream keeps dipping, guys. I apologize. I think we're going to see The Witcher, conversations about Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I think we're going to see conversations around Mortal Kombat. I think we'll definitely see that stuff. So that is Islington Girl, yes. You guys are great. Um, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Apollo Patriot on your channel, absolutely. Yeah, most people are getting their news elsewhere. Of Tim Pool and stuff. And again, Dark Shadow Logan said it earlier. I mean, a lot of people, everything comes off of YouTube. YouTube actually, although I've seen there was some reports yesterday from John Talks and some others that they were getting limited ads. I mean, or no ads, even on their videos that were green. That they were producing, where you wouldn't see ads for their on their videos, which is really weird for YouTube, despite the fact that that's where most advertising dollars are going right now. Recently, in Ad Age, one of the analytical groups took a look at where ad buys were going to go because of the diminishing returns in television. And there are, and ad rates in television have gone up despite the fact that their performance has gone down substantially. So that's a weird place to be, isn't it? If you're in TV, is to have your is to have ads going downhill. I was going to do a video on that, but it's such a limited interest for people. I mean, maybe I'll find a way to incorporate it into something else, but it, I mean, ratings for so much stuff have been down, and movie reviews have been down on most films. I mean, one of the other things I know, well, I'm pretty sure they'll talk about. I don't know for a fact, but it's going to be the Oscars. This weekend's the Oscars, I think, guys, on Sunday. I think from Union Station. I mean, and there are articles coming out in some of even the trades, again, that are now owned by a, a conglomerate, with the exception of The Wrap and maybe a couple others. But for the most part, Deadline, Variety, all of those guys, Hollywood Reporter, those are all owned by Penske Media Group. So you're going to get the same crap out of because they're all owned by the same company. But yeah, um, I don't know. Is anybody interested in the Oscars anymore? Used to have big Oscar parties, right? The award shows have gone downhill, and the Independent Spirit Awards kind of already give away, for the most part, what you should expect to see at the Oscars. And let me tell you, the only thing that they had going for them this year was that Nomadland thing. Is anybody really want to be bummed out like that all the time? Because that's all the entertainment they can come up with. They had a really good actress, and they made that film, sure, but try to make something good once in a while. That's all I ask. Hey, Joachim Stark, it's good to see you. You must not sleep very much. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. Oh, my goodness. Thanks, Willie. You're a good dude. Take care. Shoot me an email or something, bud. Um, I had to do an age check to watch one of Gundam's videos today. Interesting. He must be taking full advantage of the Yoink! I hit the escape button. That was funny. Yeah, he must be taking full advantage of the ability to just curse from right out the gate. But honestly, if you're somebody that's creating content out there, if you're watching me and you do videos, do your cold open clean. Don't use any bad words. Run your intro. That's of course if you do a cold open. But no matter what, try not to use any bad words within the first 2 minutes. And if you're like me, I try not to use bad words at all. So I think you can convey your point without doing that. But then I play video games and the bad words flow. Although tonight, unfortunately, I won't be doing Friday night hangs and video games. I might be in the chat, but I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be doing otherwise. So yeah, yeah, it'll definitely feature. Actually, I think it's going to be a little lacking in weighing, to be honest with you. Look at all he's fun. Hell no, the Oscars are nothing but an elitist circle jerk. Yep, it is. It is. Yeah, and nobody can stomach it anymore. Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. They're still handing, despite the fact that it's largely going to be virtual again, although there will be some minimal in-person stuff, right, according to reports. Um, each of these people are still getting $100,000 minimum gift bag. Wow. Yep. Letterman called them, Captain Robert April called them millionaires giving each other's awards. Yeah, truly. Truly. The last Oscar I cared anything about was The Grouch. Well, thank you, Brutal Morningwood. I like Oscar the Grouch too. Brightest Days like F. Uh, yeah, that's true. You are being lied to in a thousand different ways. And yes, I boomered it. I'm not used to this keyboard. Like you said, this is Studio C. This is Studio C. So we're definitely in a different place to be sure. Um, yeah, life is too short to waste on mainstream media. Yep, that's very true. Thank you, Mr. Tickle Trunk, for the super sticker. I appreciate that very, very much. I have to assume, because I don't have it pulled up, that it's a Shiba Inu dog fart hearts, which is my favorite. That's my guess. I'm probably right. Um, well, very good. Very good. Good to see you, man. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Eric? I hope your day went well. Feeding people. I think that's awesome. What's up, Pod Racing Palpatine? Good to see you. Thanks again, Mr. Tickle Trunk. I really do appreciate you. Valiant Renegade comes in with a $4.99 super chat and says the Oscars died because of politics. Nobody wants a movie nominees nobody has seen. That's true. Yeah, yeah. Politics nobody wants, and movie nominees nobody's seen. That's true. It's true. Mainstream films uh, can win an Oscar under the right circumstances, but now with the added criteria that doesn't serve anything. It doesn't serve the story. It doesn't serve storytelling, and it doesn't serve the people that are being tokenized. Um, because that's really what it is. See, this is the expectation of the lowest common denominator, and that's lazy. I mean, and again, it's myopic view of everything. Myopic. Nobody can achieve higher than this bar, and if they do, we use bad words. We call them privileged. We call them anything that to demean what it took, the hard work that it took them to get there. But you're right. These are the very two reasons why the Oscars super suck. So, um, oh, let me find that again. I think you're 100% right, Rajesh. Yes, the biggest news story about the Oscars will be the ratings drop. Right, last year, 32% drop across the board on all award shows, all of them. Several of them had bigger than that. Some of them had 40 some, closing in on 50% drop. And the Oscars has always been dropping. I mean, not always, but steadily for the last decade or a little longer than that. Might even be almost 2 decades now. I have to go back and look. They had a small peak here and there. That happens. Just like sometimes you have a Super Bowl with a huge peak, right? But for the most part, I mean, the return to the mean, or that's what happens. The return to form. for lack of a better way of putting it. Yeah, I didn't mean to hit the button. Mm. You can have money and still care about people. That's not the problem. Um, I mean, and believe it or not, I mean, a lot of people end up being millionaires, and you'd never know. They live within their means. They don't upgrade their house, their car. They don't look like they don't act like a jerk. I mean, they're just people. People are people. That's the other thing. You have a limited number of people on this planet that are total jerk faces, and a limited amount of people that are, completely saints. And then there's a lot of in between. But most people are generally good. And if you operate from that position in life, you're going to be a lot happier. Not to mention this stuff is going to be better for you. So yeah, yeah. Anyway. Hey, is Lorena here? Hi, Lorena. Good to see you, sweetie. There she is. Oh, what the heck is an Oscar? You know better than that. Of course she's joking. But it's good to see you, Lorena. Thank you so much. Man, Lorena's been putting together so much content. I don't know how she's doing it. She's busier than a nine-tail cat in a room full of rocking chairs, right? Isn't that what grandparents said? That's what my grandparents said. Let's see. What's up, radicalized Ryan? Good to see you. One of my favorite avatars out there on the planet. Marks47, what's up? Yosemite, son of Sam, BG. Yeah, good to see you. It looks like you've changed your thing, but not your avatar. So cool. Hail, good folk. Glad to catch you. Listening and working on a 3x2 Spidey puzzle with my son. Awesome. Love doing jigsaws. I've got some up here. I probably will do one. Let's see. I'm looking at a um, smaller one. It's about 200 pieces from Peter Pan. There's a lot of old puzzles up here. A lot of cool games too. I don't know. There's stuff to do up here that I really enjoy. Um, let's see. What do we got? Moisture Casino. Mm, yep. Chat and myself is getting moist. Well, that's good. That's good. I am too. I need a drink. Sip of water. If I was on a blue screen, this cup would be invisible. On a green screen, it is invisible.
Push the button.
Yeah, no. But if you hit the escape key, reloads your whole thing. People call you a boomer. So there it is. If I got $1 million, I buy my house just big enough to fit my family in the country with a small hot tub and put a lot away for bills and education for my kids. Yep, health and education fund. It's always something good to have. Rainy day and education. Keep those together for sure, for sure. Ah, Illagibulus, what's going on, my friend? Missed the first hour overseeing new window and door installation. Awesome. Can't be too careful pre-hurricane season. True. Hail chat. Hail to you. Yeah. Yeah. Good sturdy, solid windows with good storm shutters. Always a good thing if you live in hurricane and or tornado country. Definitely, definitely, definitely. I just got the cat reference. There you go. What do we got? Oh man, the chat jumped on me, guys. I apologize. I got to give the edge to at Culture Casino Bears over Gary's tonight. CC is looking tight and trim. Well, thank you. Look, I'm looking very much forward to tonight's Friday Night Tights. So, but it's good to see you, Eric. Um, like I said, I'm getting away from it. This is a nice place to hang out and just do a little operation up here. So pretty pumped up about that. Oh, my beard. Oh, okay, very good. I feel you. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to keep it up, keep it straight. Um, although Gary's length, that's awesome. I can never grow long when it gets all curly, just like my hair. It starts to then it looks goofy. You don't want a curly beard. You want a straight beard. Anyway, what's up, theme park casual? Da-da-da-da. So, let's see what else. Witcher. Oh, um, I don't know if they're going to dive into any news stories. I mean, Tim Pool's been, wading in pretty deep on some stuff. It's a little more politically driven. He's obviously launched his own website, and I think that's going to be the pattern you're going to see with what's happened to Black and White Sports, where some of their channels that they control, one of them I think at least had been demonetized. Um, because they talk about things that aren't being supported. But again, I mean, there could be conversation from everybody this weekend about the way YouTube is handling stuff, right? We could dive further down into the fact that we may not see Mandalorian for another 18 months or longer. Things have moved in a completely different direction when it comes to what's prioritized for Disney on their stagecraft sound stages, where those are located around the U.S. So you're going to see some change in what productions make it to Disney Plus there, and I mean, there's a big push for putting Gina back into Mandalorian. We'll see what happens. But that derailed years and years and years of stuff. So which is a real shame. So let's see. Oh, Ironcaster, I'm in the running for beards. Well, that's cool. Rob Altus has the right idea. If I had millions, I'd have a moat and sharks with a friggin' laser beams on their heads. That'd be awesome. Could actually be Dr. Evil, Rob Altus. That'd be pretty cool. It can get wiry. Yeah. Beard talk. Yeah, this is great, YouTube. Dexy Doodle says, we don't even want to talk about my beard. I don't see a beard. Last place in the beard competition is Ryan Cannell. He's doing better. He's using some beard oil. He'll get it sorted out. He'll get it sorted out. You beat me to it, Dexy Doodle. You guys. Anything Disney does now to try to fix things would be hollow and meaningless. Well, after the multiverse of madness, I think you're going to have severe disconnect with your previous fan base for the MCU, because you're not going to be telling stories that are familiar, or and that's, I guess, what it all comes down to. One of the things about storytelling is you tell a familiar story. You can put your own spin on it, all of that, right? You can tell it in a different way. You can make a film into a surprise heist film, right? Um, I mean, and there's a lot of those, to be honest with you. The MCU has heist films in it that has, spy films, intrigue, drama. I mean, the MCU was made up of all of those pieces, but those stories were still familiar. And they weren't just familiar because you read the comic books, you were familiar with the characters, you'd seen the cartoons or anything, but the stories were familiar. They told some different stories that engaged a lot of older stories, including Civil War and stuff like that. But they told very good stories. Now that you've assembled the Avengers and you've assembled that universe, and you've killed off two of your most important characters, and what are you left with? You can't. I don't know that the audience is prepared to see anybody other than Chris Evans as Cap, Tony Stark as Iron Man. I think people are going to tap out. Maybe there's fatigue involved in that. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm just curious. Just curious. What's up, Kip? I really enjoyed the 5 minute daily. It was really good. Which is a review of Mad Mardigan's 7 minute daily, which is a review of my 6 minute daily. Yeah, it was pretty funny. These guys over at Mad Barber Entertainment are doing a good job, so I like to hang out over there from time to time. What's going on, Stumhart Eisenkiel? Um, I hope everything's going well for you, my friend. Let's see. Mustache. A mustache, but not a beard. Yeah. Yeah, I had a mustache at a young age. Wore that for a few years, and I went to a goatee. Now we have kind of a loose chin strap or whatever. I'll probably go back to the goatee. When I shave my beard, I look like I'm 12. So it's weird. It's very weird. RE beards always have wax strips on standby. Not a look I aspire to. Oh boy. Um, Mike B says, I disagree on them trying to fix things. Their actions will show their meaning. Well, that might be true. I mean, they could do it in the right way. If they would just stop virtue signaling, right? Let's focus on the theme parks. And I know a lot of you don't care about the theme parks, but it's one area of pop culture, right? And entertainment. And they're destroying quality attractions that people have loved for generations in favor of these virtue signals, which doesn't make any sense because you're taking something people enjoy regularly and that exists and their enjoyment exists in real time to in your most popular attractions in your theme parks, and you're tearing them down or you're changing them because of these reasons, right? Um, but you're not spending money to improve guest experience. You're destroying guest experience, and I don't. They just don't see it that way. I mean, and right now in Disney World, they have half of Epcot tore up. It's no fun to go to. It just isn't. It's concrete jungle. They turned it into Universal Studios circa 1992. It's bad. It's a bad look, But they're putting more garbage into these parks. Epcot had a lot of what was dubbed edutainment, which allowed you to have fun and learn at the same time. It was valuable, real science based education in an entertaining way on all of the attractions, from Spaceship Earth onward. Well, they're pulling back on that in favor of putting characters in the way that are going to start telling very woke versions of these ridiculous thoughts. And I hate using those terms, but that's the way I see it. And they're doing it everywhere, and it is pretty obnoxious. Thanks very much for hanging out, Low Spec Linux Laptop. It's good to see you. Hopefully, I see you this weekend. It's going to be good. I'm very excited for this weekend. There's going to be a lot of great shows on. I'm going to hang out a couple of times as I can, based on whether or not the internet will cooperate. But I love doing the Friday shows. And again, I apologize for being late, guys, but I had to get everything set up, and then of course the internet didn't cooperate with me. Doesn't like me up here. But we're doing our best. We're doing our best. And they do keep sending mixed signals, and in the end they continue with, yeah, absolutely. They get a little bit better here because of when something was put into production, who was in charge, yada yada yada. But then at the same time, they take giant steps backwards in a lot of different areas. So it is what it is. What did a Louvrian say that I missed? I call my girl stash Steve. Oh, that's funny. You guys are so great. Little bit of grooming tips from the ladies there, guys. So. Mm. Now it's agenda based edutainment. Exactly. Robbie, that's exactly right. You're 100% right. What's up at Red Rooster? What is Mad Mardigan's channel, please? Right now it goes under the name Mad Barber Entertainment. MBE. It's a little black logo with MBE on it. I think that's in red and white. MBE is in red and white. It's pretty cool. I love hanging out over there. What's up, Pickles? Good to see you, buddy. And there's the memes. What's up, the memes of destruction? Memes and I are going to get together, guys. We're going to have a conversation where we vehemently disagree on something, and we'll still part as friends because we're friends. We can do that. can be an adult. You can have a conversation. You don't have to name call. You can get your points across. It's going to be great. It'll be great. So, and Curtis YZ, what is up, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, everybody's saying hi to memes. I really want to see Shadow and Bone, but in today's environment, I just can't take another story with the woman in the male role and the man in the female role. Sorry, that's kind of what you're going to get because they can't write anything new. They have to take from something else. And I guess that's the running theme. And I guarantee you, you can't get away from it. I mean, it happened when you guys watch Falcon and Winter Soldier. Just look at what happens at the end, right? Just look at what happens. So, yeah, that's true, and that's a problem. We have to get rid of these propagandists and get back to like actual business people. We absolutely do. Guten Abend. Yeah, good evening. Awesome. Yeah, this is really cool. I get a chance to practice some of my German. I occasionally get to practice some Spanish. Thank you guys. Um, Apollo Patriots is like, I'm still on Mount Olympus. I'm not coming to Earth because I can't stand pink hair. SJWs. Well, there you go. Yeah, you have pink-haired brownies, right? Other people wear pink hair. The pink hair I don't care about. It's the people that stole the pink hair and turned it into their thing. So, hail Captain Trek, guys! Captain Trek does great morning shows earlier in the day, even earlier than my 6-minute daily. Do check out Captain Trek's channel and his live streams. It's freaking awesome. I wish I could wake up earlier. I really do. I really do. In the old days, I did. I used to get up about 4:30 in the morning so I could play racquetball 5 days a week. True story. Da-da-da. Stormheart Eisenkeel says, I'm not going to be nice about my consumption because I am bored. Disney coming and many others. Yeah, it's very true. And that's going to be the case. I think you're going to see people cancel streaming services that they don't watch anymore. I only have a handful of shows that I actually pay attention to anymore, and I can get those legally in other ways. So eventually I'm going to be down to one streaming service and one shipping service, which comes with the streaming service, I guess. But I'm not even using Amazon all that much anymore. I'm trying to give local businesses my money. Oh, no, I absolutely know. That's the thing. Yeah, purple, pink, all that stuff. And I love, like I said, the coloration. That all got appropriated by people. So it is what it is. It's super fun, great cardio, keeps your hand-eye coordination together. You can build muscle mass in your legs because of to make a good shot. You're constantly in a squatting or a lunging position. So there's a lot to it. It can really keep you in great shape. Really can. And basketball, mix in some basketball, especially for the cardio. Hui. What's up, Biggs? Good to see you, buddy. Barack Durmas says, I hate sleeping 8 hours. I prefer 6 to 5. Yep. 8 hours is a waste of valuable time. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I think I'm doing about 6. I think I'm doing about 6 right now. I wish I could do more. Willie says, here's my question to you at Culture Casino and the chat. Do you think that if independent creators rise up and make money, will the corporations adapt to make money or try to crush their competitors? They're always going to try to crush their competitors. That's what they do. The deal with Parler, knocking down Parler, was because it was taking away valuable people from and eyeballs from Twitter. I mean, you had to get people back in line with the propagandist, right, of Twitter. So you crush Parler. because that was really the reason why, not because of whatever misinformation baloney sausage they're trying to feed you. They want to crack down on misinformation. No, they want to crack down on you being able to think for yourself, listen to other free thinkers, because free thinking is dangerous. Anyway, that's too political. Guys, stop dragging me down the political. Let's not do that. I don't want to do that. Yep, blue and pink hair got stolen. Absolutely, like basically everything else at all, and that is the aim of the game. 100% right. Exactly. I think I said that as well. You almost got suspended multiple times for having purple hair, and I said that's weird. Why would anybody care? I mean, I at a point in time I had a mohawk thing. At a point in time I had like shocking yellow top of my head. It is what it is. It's very hard. Very hard indeed. Yeah, radicalized Ryan's right. I think they'll try to crush it. And if they don't, if then maybe they'll be forced to adapt. But yeah, who knows? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Oh my goodness, Dexy. Well, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate you guys being there. It's so awesome. And then you go back to bed. That's so cool. The 6 minute daily is fun. I love getting those stories together and kind of organizing them so that they make sense, and then creating my own rundown. I really do want to launch the news channel. I've been talking about it for 3 months now. I got everything set up, got the graphics set up, the whole nine, but I just haven't pulled the trigger. Maybe when I'm done doing the stuff for the Rogue Entertainment setup things, maybe I'll get to it. Maybe I'll have the time. Again, maintaining a normal 9 to 5 kind of job is a challenge as well. So, still have responsibilities to take care of. Yeah, I take 2 naps a day, except except days off. Well, there you go. Yeah, purple hair was cool in the show UFO. Yeah, we've seen lots of different hair colors throughout time. I mean, gosh, starting in the 1980s, we had really cool hair. You know, yeah. Had a friend that rocked blue hair. Absolutely. Yep. Then they went back to black. Yep. Jet black. Jet black's also a cool thing. The principal was a Marine. He didn't like that sort of stuff. Well, I understand. I mean, um, that's just their mindset. Storyman Jack, it is so good to see you, my friend. I hope things are going the right direction for you. 4.99 super chat, thank you. You did not have to do that. I was just happy you're here. Says I wake up and culture is talking politics. What is happening? LOL. Hail, my friend. I'm trying not to. I'm really trying not to, but we're in a unique position because all of the shows that we're talking about right now are just saturated with it. Saturated. That's the right term. Infused. No, saturated is a better word. I think it's just garbage. Thanks, Red Rooster. Appreciate you being here, my friend. We're about to wind down anyway. Like you said, we started a little late. I didn't have a whole lot of time to get things organized, so I'm still unprepared. But at least we got through what we think a lot of the conversation is going to be. And that's 5 subjects. If they get through 5 subjects, I'll be amazed. But there's a lot of things there. A lot of things there. Fandom franchising is the way of the future. Absolutely. Minimizes corporate risk and embraces intellectual property fans. Absolutely. Look at what Star Wars Theory did. Absolutely. Hey, we can do it. We can do it. We can take the writers that we have. We can produce material, create our own franchises, and people like Storyman Jack. As a matter of fact, our friend Storyman Jack, this man right here, is willing to give his stories and story ideas to creators to make comic books or whatnot, as long as they give him credit. Could you imagine adapting some of his horror stories into films, short films? Be pretty good. You could create an anthology short film. That'd be a lot of fun. I think. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Let's see. How do people go in streaming with 2 to 5 people being on the same video call? Sorry, I don't know how to explain it myself. Oh, okay. You use a service like I use called StreamYard. StreamYard has a free version that'll allow you to stream up to so many hours a month. You can have up to 6 people in the free version of StreamYard. That includes the host as well. So it's one, the host plus five. And then if you pay for the mid-level service, which I do, you can have up to 10 people on a stream and do it. It's all run through a window, a browser window that acts like as a virtual studio. And then, of course, you can add all the bells and whistles like I do, like stuff with the green screen, motion graphics, all that other stuff. You can do either on your own system using something like OBS, or you can use their green screen replacement system with a static image. But a lot of the stuff that I do takes both things. When I'm in my home studio, it's completely different as well. So it is what it is. Mm. Man, I'm so behind, guys. I really apologize. Rob Alta says, for $5, thank you, my friend. Says, love your attitude culture. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate the fact that you support so many creators. You guys, you don't even understand how much I appreciate each and every one of you, member or not, subscriber or not, people who show up to these streams regularly. Thank you. It's a big deal. I mean, you contribute to this chat just as much as the person talking in front of the camera or the group of people, like we had with comics division last night. We have to, we have to entertain each other. I mean, that's kind of what this is. This is the best way to have interactive entertainment, I think, for now. And again, Odyssey is out there doing live streaming now. PeerTube, which Rajesh Taylor mentioned earlier. There's going to be other ways to go about doing it. Of course, there's always stuff like DLive and stuff like that. But I think the future of these platforms is going to be creator based, and because that's how YouTube started out. I don't know they why they decided to get into the corporate media game and why they wanted to do that. I mean, they were poised to take over media. I mean, think about how many people just do streams for free. They aren't monetized. They're just interacting with the chat. I don't know. It is what it is. But well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Mike Beat. So, hail to the main. That is courtesy of Nerd Cookies. Elaine, Nerd Cookies over there. Nerd Cookies is awesome. I love Nerd Cookies. She's so cool. Her channel's great. Her lore, man, she knows stuff, and she approaches things intellectually. Doesn't get into a lot of hyperbole, which I appreciate. I like the more analytical approach. There are times I like impassioned, you know, speeches and rhetoric, but that's I can have it. I can get juiced up on something, but that's not my presentation style. So, but and again, I don't know that it serves you guys to do that all the time. So, yeah. All right, I'm gonna clock out. See everyone in FNT. Thank you so much, Dexy Doodle. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys. So I'm gonna wind down, guys. We're gonna play it out. Bear Dog will probably be making. Uh-oh. Dude who deleted that. That got deleted in the chat? This got deleted in the chat? Okay. Oh yeah, you did for sure, Dark Shadow. You can find music groups, singers, people that are give their stuff away. You can support them on Patreon. You got people that are touring virtually. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I mean you're seeing some really cool stuff. We got that the rapper, and I keep forgetting his name. He did that song "Fake Woke." You can check that one out too. Gosh, why am I not? That's fell completely out of my head. Yeah, it's garbage. Uh, no, it's fine. It's fine. All right, thanks for being here, Kai. I didn't even know you were here. You snuck in, my buddy. And Forbidden says, "What's it say on your end, Culture?" I see it. Well, on the Streamyard side, it gets it as it gets dropped into the thing, so it can't be deleted on the Streamyard side. So when I see it, it's there like your chat is right now. So you got nailed a while back saying a Lambo was sexy. That's insane. Oh, and Thank you, Roger H, for your super sticker. If I didn't acknowledge you, my friend, I didn't mean to miss you. The chat jumped on me, and when that happens, I can't ever get back to. I can never get back to those things. So, but I just wanted to say thank you for that, my friend. I appreciate all of your support as well. Um, let's see. Let me catch up before we close out. I don't see any other super chats on my side. Let me double. Oh, yeah, I got Rob Altus's at $5, so no, I think we're good. So thank you all so very much, guys. I really appreciate it. Be sure to check out Friday Night Tights, Friday Night Frolics, all the amazing shows that are going to happen this weekend. Check out the Dump on Saturday. It's going to be a huge show. Special guests coming to the Dump, guys. We also have some very special folks joining me on Sunday for the Sunday Culture Review. I'm getting 3 of the members of Geek Time TV to join our panel. We'll be talking about the entertainment side of things from the business perspective and all the other amazing things that they do. Oh, Lola coming in at the end. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Do support all the amazing creators in our community, from Comicsgate to the many, many others, all of our writers, all of our music creators, all of our artists. They desperately need you guys. And it's cheaper than any other form of entertainment, I think. So, but again, and thank you so much, Lola. You're the best. And keep coming up with these avatars. They really work for me. They work for a lot of people. Everybody loves them. Everybody love them. All right. Be sure to take care of yourself, guys. Take care of others. Wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time.